But how about safety? Is Bangkok a safe city to visit, or is it dangerous with scammers and thieves being everywhere? How do you avoid common scams? And how about cleanliness? Is Bangkok a clean city or a dirty city? Are you going to get a food poisoning? Should you also be aware of lizards and snakes in your hotel room? Stand clear of the closing doors! This video is one of my 10-chapter series exploring Bangkok, focusing on public transportation, how it works, and why it's so much fun to explore. Before we begin our ride, let me introduce myself. I'm Transit Nomad, a world traveler, business owner, music composer, filmmaker, and life coach on a mission to explore cities through the lens of public transportation. Please consider paying your fare by liking and subscribing or buying me a coffee using the link below. All aboard, let's go! Our next chapter is cleanliness, homelessness, comfort, and safety. With so many mixed opinions online, Bangkok sounds like both safe and unsafe at the same time. If you look like a victim or engage with strangers, chances are you might be taken advantage of just like in any other city on the planet. But if you are careful and follow basic precautions, you might find Bangkok safer than many Western cities. Some problems in Bangkok actually come from drunk foreigners, not from locals. Thai people are usually very kind, chill, and not aggressive. But there are lots of short-term and long-term visitors from all over the world, and some of them do not share the same values and might be causing trouble. My advice is to avoid talking to strangers, avoid taxis and tuk-tuks, use public transportation or ride-sharing apps, and pay with exact change in local currency. You don't want someone to tell you they already gave you the change even though they didn't. It happened to me once. Just in case, they do have a special phone number for tourist police with English service. It's 1155. But you probably don't want to waste your valuable time on dealing with problems, so it's best to follow basic precautions and avoid confrontation. When going to a restaurant, buying a tour, or any other service, always check for online reviews first. If you don't want to get a food poisoning, stick to eating at higher-end indoor shopping malls and supermarkets. If you buy something from a street vendor at a local night market, that is where your chances of getting sick are the highest. I also recommend avoiding super cheap hotels, as those rooms might be poorly sealed, making it easy for lizards or snakes to enter. This happened in my cheap hotel room that I shouldn't have booked in the first place as it had mediocre reviews. But I took the risk and ended up paying much more for having to move last minute after freaking out because of the lizard. Due to its climate, Bangkok has a huge lizard and snake population, so don't repeat my mistake and get a room that is well sealed. It's also a good idea to watch your step when you're outside. These animals usually try to avoid people, so you probably won't see them. But it's good to be aware that they might be around and avoid doing things like walking in the tall grass, especially in the dark. But in general, hanging out in Bangkok felt a lot safer and more comfortable than hanging out in many American or European cities. Except for some annoying tuk-tuk drivers in touristy places, the number of suspicious characters in Bangkok was much lower. I also noticed how Thai people were cleaning public transportation and bathrooms and used gloves when preparing food. For comparison purposes, in Italy and France, I saw vendors touching food with their own dirty hands after touching cash and everything else. For baked items in French supermarkets, you are expected to touch it with your own dirty hands as they do not provide utensils, gloves, or sanitizers. With some exceptions, Thai people in Bangkok seemed much cleaner. There were utensils, gloves, and sanitizers being widely used in many different parts of the city. They even had free sanitizers available at almost all BTS and MRT stations. I did not see any single working sanitizer dispenser anywhere in Paris. For that reason, Bangkok cleanliness, homelessness, comfort, and safety get a relatively high score of 8 out of 10. When you search for transit and travel videos on YouTube, have you noticed that a big part of it is about shopping and food recommendations? And another big part is robot-made AI videos that are too general, heartless, boring, or inaccurate. And there are a lot of really shaky amateur videos from beginner filmmakers that make you feel dizzy while watching. So why not support a frugal transit enthusiast who focuses specifically on public transportation and knows how to film and edit with attention to detail, using scripts written personally without ChatGPT based on thorough research and personal experience. Your support would help me keep this channel going and give you access to exclusive content with lots of different perks. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad to check out your options, and remember, if you cannot support my channel financially, you can still help out by subscribing and leaving a comment on YouTube. And now it's time to find out, what are the best things to do and places to visit in Bangkok? Did you know that Bangkok offers some of the best temples, parks, shopping malls, and nightlife in the whole world? How many days do you need to properly see the city? And where should you go if you only have one day in Bangkok? Our next chapter is city parks, destinations, and places to visit.